Sisanie.
Okay, so we are continuing on my journey through Singapore, and in today's video, you're gonna see me on a nature walk. I was on one of the tallest pedestrian bridges in all of Singapore, and we did some ziplining. Take a look. On top of Mount Faber, and that is Sentosa over there, the cable cars that connect the two places. Sentosa's an island. Very cool, very pretty.
By small ferries that you can take from Harbourfront, and it goes across to Sentosa Island. So it always makes us feel that we're going overseas.
Yeah.
It was really quite nice. But now they have this bridge that make it so convenient.
Right.
Feels different now.
Right.
You know? It feels so much closer. And the what you see here is the waterfront, pretty much on the southern side of Singapore. And Sentosa is just one of the 63 islands that you can find in Singapore.
Oh, really?
So not just mainland. So you have Sentosa, and then if you look just behind those, the condominium there, there's another small island. That's Keppel Island.
Gotcha.
Right, and Keppel Island, the area used to be a shipyard.
Okay.
So that has been moved to the west side of Singapore, and what we're trying to do is to create a beautiful waterfront city image.
63 islands.
Yeah.
All
So right. When people come in, like you flew in, and when you leave the airport, the impression of Singapore is very important. So now that we have our cruise center, all right, it is also where a lot of tourists comes in, and we also want them to see a beautiful waterfront city. So we don't want to see shipyards and ports. So a lot of things is going to change, especially by the year 2040.
Oh, okay.
All the ports that are currently still located here is all going to move to the west side.
So there's a master plan.
Yes, yes. And this master plan was like 40, 50 years ago. It was, to really create
well, this really is a city in a garden, and everywhere you go, you have beautiful trees and flowers. It feels like as if the whole place is one huge park.
Install a signal tower and a flagstaff for, my guess is for all the ships that's coming in. And so they named it after him, Mount Faber. And there were lots of villages that were in the early days living around here. So with what we call kampong, that's the Malay word meaning village. You get people would plant things that they can use to eat or to cook, medicinal uses. So, pretty much in the past, you don't get supermarkets. Whatever you need, whatever you want, you grow them, and it's just at your doorstep. So things like this is known as jackfruit.
Right.
Okay. There are a few different species, and a jackfruit can actually grow to a size of let's say about 50 cm in height, all right, and weigh as much as 20 to 30 kilograms. Yeah, so I've seen some really big ones.
Faber Mountain, like a lot of parks in Singapore, are actually open to the public and have everything from earth trails to walking paths in the sky that allow you to stroll through the green canopies. Yeah, they built all these pedestrian bridges, which is pretty cool. We actually walked on the highest pedestrian bridge in all of Singapore today.
But it's also a form of regulating your body, eating exercises.
Very cool.
So it's not very widely.
It's like meditating.
Yes, it's like meditating. Yeah, it's calming the body. It's quite. It's actually related. It is Tai Chi. But the thing is, they don't have the movement of Tai Chi. Temasek is a Malay word, and what it actually means is land surrounded by water. So I guess it's a very common term for land areas that wasn't, given a name. There was no kings or rulers on the island, and at the time you only had like fishermen staying in the coast, so very small population. And then you have a very interesting prince that one day when he was hunting not far away from Temasek, he saw in the distance the island. It has beautiful white sandy beaches, and he asked his advisor what island is that, and they just tell him, say, oh, it's Temasek, so a land surrounded by water. So he thought, let's go and explore. He might find something interesting that he can hunt. So they went there, and on the sea journey, a storm suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and it was trashing the ship and causing it to drown. Water was coming in, so everyone on the boat started throwing all the things into the sea, hoping that, you know, the boat will survive, the ship will survive. But still, it continued to sink. And so the prince, Sangmila Utama, said, you know, what else is on the ship that is heavy, that you have not thrown in? And they all turned and looked at him and looked at his head. Your crown, sir.
Oh no!
So he took off his crown, threw it in the sea, and guess what? Calm. The storm disappeared. And he made his way and survived and landed on the shores of Temasek. So once he stood there, and suddenly out of the jungle, an animal appeared, which he wasn't sure what it was. So he turned around to ask his advisors, and they said that it's a lion. Now, there's never been any lion recorded in Singapore at all. So this is something that a lot of historians are trying to think, you know, what else could they have seen besides the lion. So it's believed that because the lion is such a strong symbol in religion, in kingdoms, powerful, probably it's good to say that, you know, he saw a lion instead of seeing some other animals. Tigers were very common in Singapore at that time. But tigers were never represented as a very powerful creature, as in power-wise, more of the lion.
Interesting.
So that's what the advisors told, which is thankful to that. That's why we have our name known as Singapura. So Singa means lion, Pura means city.
Right.
All right. If you have seen a tiger, we would be called Harimau Pura, which doesn't sound very nice. And there are some people that debated that this might be the animal he saw.
Really? Wow, he was way off.
Okay.
How big do they get?
Probably about a bear cat size. Not very well.
Okay.
About that big. Yeah, the body size.
Sure.
Okay, so not a lion size.
Right.
But some species, they do have that reddish kind of coloring on their body. So it could be this animal. This is known as a civet cat. The Malay name is known as musang. And if you know the coffee that is very expensive in the world, known as kopi luwak, not heard of it? Good. But maybe someday you should try it. This cat, well, it's not a cat itself, it's actually more interested in the bear cat. It's the one that's responsible for that unique taste of the coffee beans. Alright, that later on is made into what you know as kopi luwak. Kopi means coffee.
Yeah.
Right? So what this civet cat does is they will eat the coffee beans. Okay? The flesh all get digested, but the seeds don't. But the seeds get kind of turned in taste because of the acid in the stomach.
Fermented or something.
Well, yeah, look at it, and they defecate. So people collected
Oh wow.
the defecation and cleaned it and washed it, and then they roast beans, and it produced a flavor that when you drink it, it doesn't have that.
This is the highest pedestrian bridge in Singapore. How cool this is. What, ants?
Nope, I just looked through the wood.
You can't, come on. Michael's scared of heights. I can feel the bridge moving. Okay, this gives me a little bit of vertigo.
It looks like a face.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a what?
It's like a
A
face.
shale bug. Okay. Don't drop, don't drop. If you drop, I can't save you. Oops.
Oh my gosh, you are brave.
No.
So is that 1 or 2?
2. Butt to butt.
And they're mating?
Female, bigger one, male, smaller one.
Wow.
Yeah, so the female is actually pulling the male everywhere.
Sounds about right. At the tail end of our nature walk.
Well, I already came with a lot of water.
What's this point called again?
This is the Telok Blangah Hill Park. This is the Terrace Garden.
Terrace Garden. So all of the color, not actually the flower, these are the leaves. And if you look in, you can see the flower in the center. We're at the Mega Zip, getting situated. Alright, getting ready for this Mega Zip.
Great. Yes.
Ooh.
Welcome to Mega Adventure.
Yeah. That jump sounds really cool too. That's so funny that you get that.
Yeah.
Right up there. And through there. Okay, this is where we're going. Here we go. We're at the very top. About to get strapped in, and we're gonna go over there. Just checking, make sure I don't die.